Any U.S. impact as far as this blocking 500 rupees and 1,000 rupees, and because there is a chaos in India, but mostly 92% Indians are supporting Prime Minister Modi.
Well, you're right, and you're right that this recent action followed on a series of steps that the Modi government took over the past 2 years to reduce black market money, and I think it also included a 4-month amnesty for tax evaders in India, which resulted in, I think, the disclosure or declaration of billions of dollars in hidden assets. This was an action, I'm talking about the discontinuance of the 500 and 1,000 rupee notes designed to target illicit cash proceeds from corruption and tax dodging. And with respect to your question about the impact on American citizens, we got this question, I think, the day that this was announced. And indeed, as it was an inconvenience for many Indians, it was an inconvenience for Americans who were also there. And we actually put out a statement through our U.S. Embassy to American citizens in India about the changes. Again, this is, we believe, an important and necessary step to crack down on this illegal actions or illicit actions. American citizens who are working and living in India, I think, have the proper information now to exchange those notes or to get new notes. It's a little bit of an adjustment, just as it was an inconvenience, I'm sure, for many Indians, but I think a necessary one to address the corruption.
Is the U.S. Embassy providing any help to American citizens there if they are stuck in these long lines and all that?
You're talking about any help for the Indians or for the Americans?
Americans, yes.
No, I mean, look, in any case such as this, the embassy's role would be to simply inform American citizens residing or visiting in India of these changes, and again, how they can replace their notes and just the process and how to do that.
One question on Pakistan. As far as terrorism is concerned, or counter-terrorism with the U.S. and Pakistan is concerned, there have been many cases where people who got training in Pakistan and also...
Aditya, I'm afraid I had to cut you off over there, but the support that's coming in from the United States is not just from them alone. You know, we've seen various governments across the world essentially espouse this move and talk about how one of the major issues they've had to deal with, while doing business in India has been black money.
Well, that's right. In fact, from different corners of the globe, there have been welcome statements coming in, and now it is only, evident that the United States would also perhaps welcome such a move. And any drastic move in such a way does cause a lot of trouble. That's what the United States has also indicated in the statement, and that is, we have seen over the last many weeks, there have been many initiatives by the government to change the rules, by the RBI, by the DEA secretary, who has been holding press conferences and updates very regularly. But certainly, overall, it has been welcomed globally, because the main intention remains to crush black money, to crush corruption in the system. And perhaps there are many economists and observers also saying that while it may take a little more time to develop this into a foolproof system, and may affect the Indian economy temporarily, but in the long run, it is certainly going to hit badly the parallel black economy that was really running, and perhaps there would be the welcome. In fact, the main opposition in India has also not exactly been critical of demonetization, but they have been critical of the implementation and why it was kept as a suspense. So certainly, foreign powers and mainly United States at this are coming and welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi's demonetization plan.